Hi supermarkets and customers, my name's Ed and I'm with Plastics Rebellion. Supermarkets, you're still producing 900,000 tonnes of plastic waste every year. What the f***? We have to move to reuse models now. How hard can it be? Well, we're here at the big one to find out.
No, they're grown within a 60-mile radius of London.
So what do you think about moving to reuse systems?
I think it'd be good in terms of like mass consumption if it's affordable and accessible to everybody. But then I've got friends who are farmers who kind of argue for packaging in plastic in order to get like certified. So I don't think it's as like clear cut as just banning plastic.
How much value would you put on being able to have a sustainable or environmental alternative for packaging?
I'd definitely go for it if it was an option. I'd be happy to pay more.
I know Janet got involved with for a long time.
How do you feel when you see pointless plastic packaging?
Yeah, I do get annoyed with it now. It is quite hard, I must admit. I would certainly be very happy for there to be less there, yes.
Personally, will you pay more for something that's a better environmental choice or uses less packaging?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you just tell us who you are and what you do?
So my name's Joe and I'm assistant manager in a medium-sized independent supermarket that sells natural food. So a lot of organic foods, and we're also very interested in zero waste.
What would you say to somebody who says, do you know, I just can't afford this. It's too expensive for me to buy in this way, even though I'd like to, but it's just beyond my reach.
I don't think it necessarily is more expensive. You know, obviously you have the reduced price of not having any packaging. At the moment, a third of food produced or sold in the UK is thrown away. So we can spend a little bit more on produce, whether that's organic or zero waste, and not waste money on throwing away food.
Why are supermarkets not moving to this way of shopping?
To be honest, I think it's just a shift in consciousness that's needed. There's absolutely no reason why, for a lot of products, they cannot sell loose produce. At the rare times I go to a supermarket, I'm amazed to see 3 apples wrapped in plastic. There's absolutely no reason for that.
So what's stopping us?
I don't know the answer to that. You'll have to ask them, because there is no reason for these products to be wrapped in plastic and not sold loose.
It's been a while since they're very expensive in markets.
Hi Janet.
Yes.
Would we be able to talk to you about reuse quickly?
Yes, I love talking about reuse.
Aren't big companies like Unilever already moving to reuse systems?
They have made small tokenistic efforts in that direction. So, for example, Unilever themselves made a reusable deodorant, but the actual module was really expensive and the refills weren't recyclable, and other companies who've done similar things, often the refills come in plastic pouches, for example. So it looks good, but it's kind of tokenistic.
So how can reuse work if we scale it up?
We need a big systemic plan for reuse systems that work globally or nationally. That they're going to involve complex systems such as sturdy, reusable, standardised packaging. But Portsmouth University have come up with a really good definition for policymakers to actually set up reuse systems at national level. And there's a global plastics treaty being ratified next year. Consumers want this taken out of their hands. They want legislation. Sadly, we have the polluters at the table as well, trying to water down the ambitions. But fingers crossed, we'll make some meaningful change.
What's stopping us from ending this problem?
My mum's 85. She grew up in a world without plastic. And in her short lifetime, we've swamped ourselves in this toxic material.
What it comes down to is that the oil industry has to please Mrs. Martin and millions just like her. Already today, she's used some 87 petroleum products, including the plastic bacon wrapper and the wax of the milk carton. She'll top 100 before the day is over.
We had a hole in the ozone layer, we fixed it. The Montreal Accord fixed it. The world got together and said, we've got to sort this nightmare. Why can't we do this with plastic? We have to do this with plastic before it's too late.